Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and I am in my level 3 Ez8, which is a 450 pointer. This is a no-limit ace match that Escort Resign was running that I just kind of stumbled onto when I was looking for rooms to do my daily token challenges in on Saturday evening. And so yeah, bumped into him, McLeod Gundam, Akira Man, and Ozra's Cry, so worked out. Pardon me. And yeah, so it's been... I did not get, like, a ton of great rounds on Friday, but we had a good time. There's a couple I should have recorded but didn't. That's always the way. I have to remember to hit that share button when I'm done, or I won't be able to keep them, because I forgot to set up the Elgato. It's just that simple. I'm still running beam rifle on the Ez8 because I do not yet have its rocket launcher, which is pretty much the best weapon for it, especially since it is especially good at melee. I decided to stop, sparring with that gun cannon over there and come back towards the group, because we were not using headsets, so I do not have any kind of communication with them, so... And then I wandered back over here, because sometimes focus is a problem for me. But I also just kind of wanted to keep that gun cannon busy, because I have pretty good defense. As you can see, he's hit me like 3 or 4 times. I'm only down to half health. That's pretty good. So, yeah. And this beam rifle is not very strong, so I'm just looking for... I'm playing the opportunist, which I started to go this way and then realized that there were... it was 2 against 1 out there, and then like 3 against 4 or 5 back here. So I decided, yeah, it was more important to come back to stay with the group. Occasionally I do think... Not always. But that was a good shot if the guy hadn't fallen over, but he fell over. That gun cannon is losing health. Got a shot in. They're probably going to get it if they haven't already. I think they did, so it's time to come over here and see what I can do. Just waiting for a good opportunity, trying to stay out of the way. As you can see, with type disadvantage, that just... I held my fire there because this is an ace match, and I don't want to be the ace. But yeah, I held my fire because I knew I wanted someone else to get that, because I don't want to be the ace. And... Did I say that twice? Brain's not working today. A lot of sinus pressure. It looks like the worst we're going to get from the, I think it's back down to a tropical depression now, is rain, but... my sinuses on a bad day can put me down with a headache for days, so it's one of those things. But yeah, so I decided to get in front of DS and see what I could do, try and keep him alive, but now I'm the closest thing to the entire team, so decided to focus on the person who was mostly dead, because I know that DS can handle himself one-on-one better than I can, so... Just got a couple of shots in and then pulled straight back when everyone else spawned in, because I do not need to be there alone. I did not pull back far enough, fast enough, so I'm going to die. But this is not a bad time to die, because it's before the ace has been decided, so I will only be the standard point value. Managed to miss them entirely, and I'm just dead. Yeah, that Gans Beam Saber is really good. I'm not good with it, as I've said many times, but if you can hit with it, it does a lot of damage. I have a lot of trouble getting in close with the Gan. Pretty much, unless you're fighting something whose legs are crippled like I was, it's never good to be like the primary head-on attacker with the Gan, as far as I can tell. It's much more effective to wait until your team has an enemy stunned or damaged and then move in, because it's not that hardy. I forget what defense I was having serious trouble with it, but I want to... Beam Clash. But I want to get the level 2 or 3 armor to put on the thing. Did 2 standard slashes because I did not want to knock down a member of the team. Uncharged shots do about 1,000, which is not bad. And he is now without his dodge roll, so it was a good time to use that thrust, and then... you move faster forward than back, I think even boosting. So sometimes if you can reset your position and get to safety moving forward, it's better to do that than going back. As always, if I'm wrong about that, everybody feel free to correct me. But DS is the ace. I am not surprised. I am trying to figure out where I'm best suited to be. I'm kind of trying to guard him, hit the enemy ace. I did not quite steal the kill from him, which I almost accidentally did, but the enemy ace is the best thing for me to attack, because anyone who gets the kill on that, it's worth the same. I backed off because McLeod and DS were both there, but once McLeod was down and I could not stun him, I moved in and got a slash. If I'd followed up with a tackle or something else, I probably could have done it, but got the ace for 1,350 points, and we have got a commanding but not insurmountable lead. And I was warming up for that before McLeod moved in front of me. I sent the sorry tell, and now I have to try and do something. I hate to abandon him, but the most important thing is to keep the ace alive. And since DS is back here repairing, it is my job to get him there and not stun him. Jeez, Rob. But you get the idea. And at this point, I was just a little too late, because what I was really trying to do there was, and I got him to the point where DS could get him for, nice and easy. But yeah, what I was trying to do there was body block those shells from the gun cannon. Did not get the chance, but at this point, I think I might have tried to finish a couple of people, because we are so far ahead on points, it's really not that bad if I do. So, got him. Yeah, so, I mean, we've got double the points. 6,000 points would take a good, 3 or 4 ace kills on their part. So it's safe for me to take a couple of shots, especially since those, since these people are back by Resign, where, the rest of the team is. Better to thin out the herd so they can't all come gang up on us, I suppose. And now I'm just trying to do the best I can, because did not get the ace twice, sadly, but now I need to get not killed by the ace, ideally, because I'd be worth 1,350 points. But their ace is dead, so at this point we literally cannot lose, so it's just all opportunity. I can't really complain about getting knocked around, because I knocked everybody around pretty hard, but I am going to try to see if I can keep things okay for a little bit longer. There are 2 people on the other person. I decided to go for this one because there was an opening and I could saber without knocking them over, or without knocking the whole team over. Seemed to have worked out, so yeah, that was a pretty resounding victory, and I've done worse with the EZ8. I think I've run worse with the EZ8, so I don't think my animation colors are quite right. I think that blue-gray could be a little brighter, but not too much. But it was a good round, is the important part, and, it was fun to run into everybody, so that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back tomorrow with more, so till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later!